I never had a taste for this sort of thing, but I must admit, I'm deeply enjoying the suit.
Hi all, welcome to John's Model Making. Today we've got premium edition of the Iron Man number 14. This is for the base. This is when we get the turntable. That's from last time. We put the ball bearings in them rings, or in the ring I should say, and clamped them in. And here we have the turntable. So what we do is put that in there, and then we put these centre pieces in, and then we can add it to the rest of the base, and it should flip around, it should rotate, no problem. Let's have a quick look at this guide. There's not a great lot to it, to be honest. There we go, those are the parts that we get. So the turntable plates, plate cover 1 and 2, GP screws, put that, which is 13, inside there, and then cap in there, screwed into place, and then it rotates, and we can put it underneath the base. It doesn't fix into the base, it just sits there. And here we have the parts, so let's get them out. There we go, those are 2 turntable plates. Basically we can pop that in there like that, and then we pop that in here like that. Excellent stuff. Then pop that over the top. Oops, there's it. And then we place that on the top, screwed in place with a GP screw. There we go. That rotates. Brilliant. Let's get the stand. Here we have the stand. That pops in there. Now we flip this over and we can rotate it. There we go. Lovely jubbly. All we're missing is the stand that goes in there. Well, there we go, that is it. It is loose underneath, so just basically if I lift that up now I can take it out. There we are. So pop it in the middle, pull it to the edge of the desk, position it, and we're fine. So you can just lift it up and it'll be off. But that is a turntable for you. Excellent stuff. There we go, guys. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Right, let's have a look at the Iron Man issues 95 and 96. Okie doke, Iron Man issue 95. Excellent stuff. I'm not going to bother with the stories this time. Not too much to do in these next 2 issues. And here we have the abdomen position B, part 2. So we get the abdomen chest connector, a couple of side plates, front abdominal armour. We put them together, and what we finished off with in issue 94 we add. So what we do in 95. There we go. And that's what we end up with. That is for position A, which we've already completed, but obviously we need to do the legs and the hips before we can connect that, and that will come in issue 96, and we'll also complete this with issue 96 as well. And here we have build the abdomen position B and hips. That is issue 96. So let's get on with the build. Here we have the parts, let's get them out. There we go, those are the parts. We've got IP, LP, UP screws with the abdomen B chest connector, which is that piece. 95B is the right side plate B, which is that piece. No, it's not, it's that piece, sorry. 95C is side plate B. That is the internal connection support and the front abdominal armour. So first of all we need 95D and 95C, which is this piece here, and we need to connect these together. That's it, just there like that. And we need an LP screw. That's them 2 pieces together, just like that. and then we need this piece which goes over there and there, so we can pop that into place just there like that. And again we need IP screws, 2 of. Excellent, there we go. Brilliant stuff. Now we need this piece that we completed in issue 94, and basically I believe that goes in there. Like that way around. Excellent stuff. There we go. Yep. Brilliant. And we have 1 screw for here. There you see it. There's that other screw, which is another LP screw. Excellent stuff. You can see how this is going to be the twisted, yep, twisted position for the Iron Man. Now what we do need is this piece, because this actually goes here. Okay, now we've got that lined up. As you can see, that should be there. There we go. And on this other side, we're lined up here. There we go. Brilliant. Now we can pop a screw in here. Just like that. 1 LP screw. Brilliant. Excellent stuff. That is how that is looking up to now. That is stage 3. Okay, no, stage 4. We need this piece. Slide this into position. Yeah, that looks brilliant. That. Okay, let's pop this in. There's 2 screw holes here and here, and that fits. Should fit in here. Slot into place. Something like that, I believe. Yep, that is correct. Just slots into the like that, and then we use UP screws, 1 there and 1 there. There we go. That screw was perfectly alright. The screw hole, the pre-drilled hole for that screw, was perfectly positioned. Yep, but for this one it wasn't. So I have had to make another hole for it. If you can just see where the screw comes through. There we go, that's the fresh hole for it, because the problem was the pre-drilled hole was too close to the edge. Now that lines up much better. That's a lot better. Excellent stuff. Okay doke, let's do issue 96. Okay doke, here's issue 96. We finish off the abdomen position B, but we do need these parts for the hips. So that is what we're finished with. So we've got the back end of this, back end of that to do, and then we can set that to one side and we can assemble the hips. There we go, assembly of the hips. Carry on doing that. So all these parts that we already have, we just need to put together, and then we do need these discs from 96H, the friction discs, self-adhesive discs, and then we put the legs together add the details to the legs, and then we got that assembly. And then we can add this, which is position A, and we can actually connect that to the model. Doesn't show you on here. There we go, there's the exploded view. That's what we end up with. We add this piece and we can put the body onto it, and we can look at it on the stand. Excellent stuff. So let's make a start with issue 96. Here are the parts, so let's get them out. Okay, lots of parts here today for this issue 96. Those felt pads, button, spring, there's 2 caps there. That is for the spring, capturing that in place. Then we got some detail as well as, but first of all what we need to do is to take this and this button, place that there, place a spring there, and this piece goes over the top. It's the flat side up, as you can see. That's been that, and that one is turned that way. There we go. So we can capture that, and we need IP screws to keep that in place. That's that button. Well, that don't look brilliant, does it? Let's readjust. Okay, that is working fine. Once we get it into place, it'll be fine. So what we need is this piece, which we completed earlier, issue 95, and that meets up with there and there, and that pushes that. So let's see if we can get that positioned. There we go, like that. And if we press that button now, we should. There we go. Excellent. Brilliant stuff. Now we need to screw this together. Those parts we use later. So this, 2 holes there and there for them 2 pegs, and the shape of it will only allow it to go one way. So I'll add that detail onto there, if it's going to behave. There we go. It's going in nicely. And this piece will go on here. There we go. Excellent. Now you can see how it's twisted. So that is position B. I'll show you at a later stage. Don't want to click in. Don't seem to want to really. I'll have a look at that in a sec. There we go. It's gone in. Excellent. Yep. As you can see, that is the twisted section, so that'll be the back, I would have thought. That's the front. Is that it? Like that. But that is it. That is yeah, the abdomen position B, all complete. Okay, nice and bonnet. I'll show you this on the model at a later date. Okay, so now we've got the assembly of the hips. These are the parts we've had hold of long time. So basically we need to, these little caps came with issue 96, so they're placed inside of here and here. Now these are left and right. This is the right, and this one should be the right, I think. Let's go in there. Right, there it is. Yep. So basically we need to pop that. There's a peg there, little peg there, which will go there into that hole there, and then we line up the other 4 screws. So, and we connect them both together with KP screws and line them screws up, and now we can screw it all together, as awkward as that is. Okay, now we've got that lined up, best thing to do is make sure that peg is lined up with its hole, which is just there like that. Close that off and then pop a KP screw into one of the nearest holes. That friction cap that we put inside is an absolute nightmare trying to keep this lined up. There we go. That's the 4 screws into place. Right. There you can feel, you can see what a good movement that is, and look at the gap, and you can see that little peg there. Yep. So I'll have to make sure all these are even. There we go, that's tightened up a little bit more. That is very stiff now. You look at the instructions and there doesn't look to be a gap, but they're only instructions, but that is very stiff. That friction ring is quite good inside, so now we need to do it with the other side. So nice and easy that moves. That's because there's a nice gap. Once we tighten this up, it will get tighter, harder to move. Try and keep it as even as possible. Right, we'll try it again. There you go, see? Looks tighter. But I don't know whether that's too tight or not tight enough, not at this stage anyway. So anyway, let's move on to the next stage. Okay, now we need to marry these two together. 1, 2, 3 screw holes, so line that up like that. There we go, that's how it should be. And we need LP screws for this. Excellent stuff. Now we can add this piece, which should go on the front here, I believe. Yep, just in there. There's 2 slots, one there, and that goes there, just like that. That's nice and neat, that lovely jubbly. Okay, now what we need is the right hip joint. There's a big R there, and here we have the biggest gap, so that one goes in there. So that slides in there, and this piece slides over the top, just like that. Lovely jubbly. And we need to capture that together with a GP screw in there. Excellent, just like that. I think I might take another turn. Yep. Excellent stuff. We'll see how that should look. And now we need to do the same with the left. That one. This is the left. You can see a nice big L there. That can go in there like so. And this piece can go over the top. And again we'll need a GP and a KP screw for this. Get that in there. Yeah, nice. So KP screw there, GP screw there. There we go. Those 2 pieces together, nicely closed up. Yep. That's how that should look at this stage. Excellent. Now we got some end pieces to fit, so I'll grab hold of them. Okay, these 2 pieces, that one and that one, goes there. You can see the difference in size, and the middle obviously just sits over the top. That pushes into place there. This is the left one, and that one just pushes into place as well. Excellent. Lovely bit of detail. That's looking brilliant. Now we need to add these 2 felt pieces here and here, so I'll pop them on and show you in a sec. There we go. There's 2 felt pieces in place. Just take the backing off and they go on no problem. Excellent stuff. Okay, we can pop that to one side because now we need to fit these calf plates. onto the legs. Now this is the left leg, you can see big L there, and we need, this is the left one. Yep, excellent. And that fits into a slot there and there, just there like that. There we go, that fits there. There we go. Right. Is that nicely in place. And then we need to do the same with the right leg. Here we have the right leg, and you can see a slot there, either side. There we go. Yep. Push it in firmly into place. That goes there like that. Excellent. Okay, now we need to keep with the right leg because we need to fit this hip assembly into there just like that. And you can see it goes there. That nice belt pad in there as well. Brilliant. And we need to add 1, 2, 3, 4 posts and slot that on there like that. And we need 4 GP screws. Okay, now we got them closed up together. There we go. Just had to ease off with this one with the screw inside, so as it closes that gap. There we got 4 GP screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Nicely does it. There we go. That's not 3 bad at all. Brilliant stuff. And that leg down there. Excellent. And we just need to pop some more detail on this leg on the inside. Okay, going back to this little piece here, I've added some double-sided tape on there, some sticky tape on it, so as it keeps it in place, which is positioned just here. So I'll pop that into place, I'll show you in a sec. There we go, that's now firmly in place. That won't fall out again. Excellent stuff. Now we need some more of this adhesive on here and here, and we fit that across here like that. It'll keep that in place as well. So I'll do that, show you in a sec. There we go, that's that sticky tape in place now. There we go. Excellent picture, you really can't see much. And basically, not what edge on this way. Slot that in there, and that'll keep that nicely in place. Excellent stuff. Now we can put this back in place just here, so that should slot in nicely, just like that. Flip that over, and this piece, yep, it's got the letter R on it, and we need to fit that just there like so, and we do need a couple of screws, IP screws. Excellent stuff. And this fits over the top. There's 2 holes there for them 2 pegs. Excellent. There we go. That's lovely jubbly. Now we just need to do the other leg. Okay, let's add this inner piece. Again, this is 4 GP screws. Should just slot into place. Best thing to do is just keep having a look at it. Make sure you get these all lined up. This peg on this side. There we go. A little bit of 9. There we go. That looks good there. And around the back, that looks good. So I think we can get some screws in there now. Excellent stuff. And if I remember rightly, that will go on there like so. Excellent stuff. Flip that over. I have put some double-sided tape on that piece there, so that will go like that in there. Excellent. Now we can flip that over and we can add these top two pieces. That goes there, a couple of screws, 1, 2, and that over the top, and then we've done the legs. There we go. Just one last thing, a couple of KP screws which go in here and in here, which I forgot to add earlier. They're now in situ. Let's have a look at his legs. There we go. I'll have to show you on another camera. There we go. There's his legs, looking brill, and he can walk. He creaks a bit, but it's all in place. That's brilliant stuff. Yep, there we go. He can move around. That's fantastic, eh? Now, realistically, we can fit the hips, and we're fitted the hips. Fit this piece into place, if I get that angle correctly, and yeah, right, we can put the body together. Okay, so now we can fit that on there, slots in nicely there. Yep, and I need to now screw this in place, part his legs, and put in a couple of LP screws. But that is looking nice and bonny there. Let's see if that comes off as well. Yeah, pressing that button releases it, no problem. And that catch, and you can hear it click into place. Excellent stuff. Now, there are a couple of screws here and here, LP screws. Sorry, there you go. In here, LP screws, and then we can attach the upper part of the body. There we go. Spread his legs. One LP screw in here. Excellent. Poor creaky old boy. And one on the other side. There we go. There we go, that's the second one in place. Excellent stuff. That's them two LP screws in place now. That was brilliant. Now we're going to try and attach the rest of the body. There we go. Oh, that's looking brilliant at the moment. Okie doke, here we have the upper part of the body. Make sure I don't catch anything as I'm putting this in place. We just need to drop him on top, I believe. And there he is. Yep, that is him in place. Well, there we go, guys. That is it. There is a booklet, an assembly check. There we go. That you'll get with these latest issues. It shows you how to tighten certain joints up, like the hips and the arms. He's not going to stand straight like I'd like him to stand upright. He's probably going to fall over, so I'm not taking the chance, because he is very top heavy and he is leaning forward. So I think it just depends on how you pose him, but you're going to need the stand, which we've got with that premium base. So I'll just grab hold of that and show you that and see how that looks. There we go, guys. That is him on the premium base. The pole at the back is from the standard stand. There we go. Holds him nicely in place. Excellent. And that does turn as well nicely, does it? All I need to do, I think, is tighten up these arms, tighten up them hips a little bit, but you definitely will need this pole. This is issue 95. That is for twisted part of the abdomen. There is another position, C and D. That is B. This is A. That is B. C and D are in 97, 98, and they'll be 99 and 100. But that is basically the Iron Man complete. So it is all nicely in place. You can have him in different poses, obviously, because you can adjust the height of that grip on this pole. Just need to unscrew it. There he is. There's that reactor, all nicely lit up. Let's turn this off. There we go. No, you can't really tell, but there it is. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, there it is. Brilliant. Excellent stuff. And then you can pause him whichever way you want. But obviously, for me, I've got to manipulate these arms a little bit more. I'm not fully happy with that yet, so that does stay up there like that. So that's great. His hand's a little bit floppy. I don't know what I can do with that, to be honest. But it is working nicely. Yeah, it does definitely need that pole though. I wouldn't trust it on its own. It is way too heavy. But you probably already know that anyway. So there we go. That is it for 95 and 96. That was a marathon session. That was for me, I tell you. But at least this is looking fantastic as well. Where's the switch? There we are. There we go. Let's see which one was it. Was that one? That's the one. That lights up nicely. Brilliant. And his arm's staying up, so that's great. I don't know if that's a good pose or what, to be honest. There you go. Say hi, Tony. Hi, Tony. There we go. Excellent stuff. But this grip is fine. It goes onto him nice and bonny. Excellent stuff. I suppose it depends which pose you want him on. Well, that is it. He's complete for me. Position A. I think I'll just tighten it up, like I said, in certain places so I can manipulate it a lot better. But to be careful when you put the torso on with the rest of the body, because this is heavy and there's only one clip really. The clip at the bottom at the back, then you just lead it forward a little bit and it will slot off, no problem. But don't leave it on its own stood up straight. I'm sure it will fall over because it felt really heavy and I could feel it wanted to topple over. But anyway, it looks great on the stand. Excellent stuff. So anyway, that's enough for me. If you did like that, give us a big thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you soon for the last few issues of Iron Man. Excellent stuff. And don't forget that booklet as well. Brilliant. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Bye for now.